Om Namo Narayanaya. Welcome and welcome back to some of you. My name is Aurélie and I'm a Vedic astrologer. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the upcoming planetary transits for the month of April 2025. I'm going to talk a little bit about the key movements, a conjunction that's really important, the full moon, the new moon, just so you get a sense, a little bit of a broader view of kind of the energy of the month and when things are going to be shifting and changing. Let's get into it. I'm using the sidereal zodiac. This is Vedic astrology. So if the calculations sound a little different from what you're used to, don't get panicked. Just stick around with an open mind and see how it sits as the month unfolds. Now for the desktop view, I have a little calendar here just so you can get a sense of the month. I have the transits I'm going to be mentioning that are right here. I'm right here with my monkey and my flowers and my owl. All right. Let's talk Jyotisha. If you like these videos and this channel, make sure to subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave me a little message here to let me know where you're tuning in from, and let me know what you're going to be doing in this beautiful full moon, which we're going to talk about soon. On April 2nd, Mars is going to enter Cancer, which is its debilitation sign. Cancer is the home of the moon, and moon is the mother, the heart, the love, the nurturing. Mars is martial arts. It's boundaries, setting boundaries, being tough, dynamism, and being able to push forward. You know, great athletes usually have exalted or very strong Mars. It's what gives them this drive to push through, yeah? So a little bit of those two opposite energies are coming together. So Mars is going to be debilitated. Usually Mars and Cancer people have a hard time to express frustration and anger, which can lead them to be a little bit passive aggressive. So have to be a little bit mindful around that, around conflicts in our relationship, passive aggressiveness, keeping things in. It's important to express when things are not okay. It's really good to set boundaries and you know, you don't have to be a hole, but like just to say, hey, that's not okay with me, that doesn't feel good, and just to be able to work through things so that we're everyone, you know, we can all be together and can all do things together is important. So some emphasis on that is going to be for the next couple of weeks. Okay, this is significant transit, especially because Mars has actually been in Cancer already this year. It's gone through Cancer and then retrograded all the way back to Gemini, the sign right before, and now it's moving again in Cancer. So it's kind of like a second round of that. The first round of Cancer gave us the LA fires. So you could see this kind of like dosha, this thing around fire and water, yeah, and conflict. Okay. And for anyone that is Mars ruled, like Scorpio or Aries Lagna, just it's a time to be a little extra cautious around your health. This is also, people can get a little bit extra road rage. So just, you know, cool it down. Let, you know, if they want to be honk at you or do whatever they're doing while they're driving, let them, right? Who is the beautiful teacher that says that? But just, you know, people may have a little extra road rage. Just you sit in your car, you drive patiently, you drive cautiously, because you know Mars is in Cancer, and right, who wants to have anything happen, right? We just want a peaceful, sweet life, take care of our kids, make sure there's food on the table, come home to a nice home at night, you know, basic things. So gentle with the driving, gentle with the passive aggressive. If it's not okay, just express that it's not okay with love and patience, and you know, some of that needs to happen over the next couple of weeks. Now around April 7th, April 13th, we have Mercury who's moving forward. We're gonna have Venus moving forward. These are two very good things because Retrograde planets are about things in the past. So we've been looking past situations, past things that can also be a bit stuck. So we want things to unstuck and to be able to move forward with our lives, to build things forward, and that's really important. Yes, so there's going to be a strong wind of a forward movement, which is wonderful because it is spring. The sun is about to transit in its sign of exaltation in the first sign of the zodiac, which is the solar new year. So there's a little bit this month of this new year, new beginning energy with those two planets moving forward. Things are, there's a newness and moving forward. Motion, which is really important. And Mercury is good for business. We want good communication to be able to do business with people. In the same way we want good boundaries, we want good communication. So that's very nice. We're going to see Mercury move forward. Venus is going to move forward around the full moon. So this full moon is going to be really beautiful. First of all, we haven't seen a full moon because we've had the eclipse. So we're going to finally see this beautiful nectar of moonlight showering the skies once again, which is just wonderful. That's going to be April 12th and 13th. And it's happening right opposite to this big bundle of conjunction that's been taking place in Pisces, which means it's just going to bring clarity. Full moons are about blessings, okay? Brings good energy, positive thinking, positive outlook. So especially because we've had this difficult situation with Venus. If you have a loving partner in your life, whether it's a husband, wife, or just a partner, do something special. Have a little bit of a reset. If there's been a little bit of fighting, a little bit of things that haven't been great over the past month, there's been the eclipses and everyone, can be a bit tough on that. So go out on the full moon night, go together, go do something fun, reconnect, forgive. You can take a moment to just kind of shanti, peace, bring peace with whatever's happened over the past couple of weeks, and just kind of reset the energy. Now it's spring. Go flirt with each other once again, get a flower, go for something special, re-bond, re-come together. Venus is moving forward again. We have this full moon right around this time. Come back together. If you're newly single, because the past couple of weeks have brought you awareness and there's been a change in that status, take yourself out, go get a fresh haircut if you feel like it, or just put on a dress, take yourself out, do something that makes you feel embodied, empowered, that makes you feel like you're shining like the moon and brings you joy. It's not about you, finding out another partner or whatnot. It's just about you coming back into this journey of Venus, because Venus, the embodiment of this Venus energy, is about this water, this flow in our life. There's a flirtation, that's like a flowy flirtation, a flowy joy of flirtation with the world, with our experiences of the world. We're moving through the world, yeah? Have you ever seen a woman when she's in that energy? It's beautiful, it doesn't matter. It's not about beauty. It's about that embodiment, it's incredible. So tune a little bit into that, okay? This full moon is great for that, right? Right around, lots going on around that April 14th, just so you're aware. It's a little bit of a peak moment in time for the whole month. So this full moon, this Venus is unlocking, this Mercury is unlocking, a little caution around this Mars and the driving and passive aggressive. Now on the 14th, the sun is going to move into its sign of exaltation. And it's a very solar month anyways. It's the solar new year, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it means it's beginning its journey again through the whole zodiac. It's finished the whole rotation. So it's a new year in the solar zodiac. It's a great time for New Year's resolution. The sun is exalted. The sun likes regularity. It likes us showing up with confidence. It likes us taking control. It likes us embodying the solar energy of just being strong within ourselves, okay? So this is a great time if you have any special resolution, whether it's the way you're showing up in your business, whether you want to start doing something that maybe you've been afraid of, or teaching something, or putting yourself out there. This is a great time for those New Year's resolution. Or maybe take a class, get back on your health class. type of thing. All right, so just be aware of that. It's a beautiful sun, and actually during the month of April we're going to celebrate Ram Navami, which is a very special right, so I've added this little calendar from drakepunching.com that's showing you, but we're going to be Rama, and Rama is like the embodiment of the sun. Yeah, the syllable when we chant Ram, 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 we're activated that sun. And sun is considered like the light, the soul of all people, the soul at the center of the being. And in Vedic tradition and in yogic tradition, so much is around the sun, around connecting to this solar energy, this nourishing energy of the sun, and seeing it as the eye almost of the essence of the truth of the beloved. So just be aware of that. This whole month is going to be very solar. And if you've had issues with depression, which is Saturn, the biggest remedy is to activate the sun. So if you've had issues with depression over the past year or 2 years, this is a great time to do a little reset, do some remedies, do some activation of the sun, and get a workout, tune into this energy to help you unlock a little bit of this heaviness of Saturn, shift away from that. So that's something that's going to be very, very strong in the energy of the month, okay? Now, on the mundane level, there's some words of caution because Aries is ruled by Mars and Mars is debilitated. And we have this big conjunction, which we're going to talk about now, which is Rahu Saturn. That's going to be right again on April 14th. So, right, a lot going on around April 13th, April 14th. This is a bit inauspicious on a mundane level, could bring something not so great. And for our lives, what it looks like is Saturn-Rahu has been building up for a while. It's been pushing for change, for new chapters, and we've already, come to terms, I think most of us, with that, with new chapters and change coming. It's air. It's called the storm yoga because Rahu is airy in nature and Saturn is airy in nature. And when there's a lot of air, what happens? Everything moves, everything gets shaken up, yeah? So something really important as we get closer to this April 14th, which is very soon, especially around the full moon, is we are looking forward into, things are moving forward again. Yeah, we're looking at building forward, things opening up forward. There's a forward motion. Yeah, this is great. And because there's this so much air, we have to be a little mindful not to get carried away. Okay. If you want to move somewhere new, just take your time. Maybe go spend a few months there, see how it feels, see if you really like it, and then make a decision. If there's a new relationship, take your time. Yeah. If you want to change job, take your time. Start looking at your different options, where you'd want to go. Allow for things to unfold, but just take your time. Yeah, change is going to come. It's going to happen. Things are going to shift. Things are going to move forward. Okay, I know that for you. I know that for all of us. There is this energy. And try not to, there's this change and they're staying grounded through it. It's really important. Yeah. All right. At the end of the month, we're going to have Amavasya, which is a dark day of the moon. The dark day of the moon is a very special Vedic lunar day when the sun and the moon are in conjunction from Earth's perspective, which means that we don't see the moon at all on that night. That's called Amavasya. It's not an auspicious day to start new things. The two astronauts, which got sent to space and ended up spending 9 months in space, started their journey on Amavasya. It has a little bit of a time warp energy, where you can get stuck places, where things get big delays. So Amavasya is a good day to go in, to do your regular day-to-day life. We don't want to start new things on that day. That's the day we worship Kali. That's the day we get rid of things that we don't want anymore. It has a bit of interesting void energy. So be aware of that, okay? This is a day to go in. And it's right in Aries. So we talked a little bit about the lessons of the sun, but that's going to be really strong this year, okay? So happy solar new year for April 14th. Stay grounded. Things are moving forward. And take your time through it. Let things unfold in their own time. Be a little mindful around your relationship with frustration and anger. There could be a little bit of a storm in the world with world leaders, world situations coming up around April 14th. And we're going to move through this very solar dominant time of the year, New Year energy. Time to start new things, set a new tone for things moving forward. Happy April. I'm going to be teaching a beautiful class very soon. If you want to be in the know about that, you can sign up to the newsletter. And my bookings are going to be slowly reopening up until mid-May. If you want to try to sign up for that also, you can just drop me a note on my website, siderealrising.com, with your email address, and I'll get you my Zoom scheduler. You can see if something fits both our schedules, and we can talk all about your charts and your transits and your dashas and time period and what you want to work on and what you want to tune into. And I hope I'll see you there, and if not at the classes, and if not at the next YouTube video. Be well and take care. We'll talk soon.